Hi, everybody. I'm Blaine Gilmer, and welcome to another edition of the Inside Slant here on Bulldog Illustrated. Didn't get to get with you last week. Life kind of got in the way. Got a lot of stuff going on in preparation for the Florida game and things like that. But even though it didn't turn out the way that Georgia fans would like, we do have two former great Georgia Bulldogs here with us. You get a treat of having both of them with you, both of my co-hosts, Tavares King, Verron Haynes. You can see Hobnail Boot P44 Haynes down there. So we got both of the Bulldog legends with us. How you doing tonight, guys?
Doing well, man. Doing well. I'm glad to be on with my boy.
Yeah, I
Yes,
already
sir.
know. Good to
Yes,
see you,
sir.
boy.
Yes,
Good to
sir.
see you.
First time we've had TK and Verron on same time, and it's kind of fitting because COVID has gotten in the way here in 2020, and Georgia has had their first postponement of the year. They will not be facing Missouri this weekend as originally planned. Still determining when that game is going to be played. They're mentioning maybe December 19th, the same day as the SEC championship game, since now that Georgia has ceded, control of the East to Florida in that loss down in Jacksonville. It doesn't look like they're going to make it there. But guys, just we'll start with you, TK, and then go over to Verron. What do you what's your feeling coming off that Florida game?
Oh man, it was rough. It was a rough one. Obviously, the quarterback play was rough. I kind of joke with my wife and my boys. I was like, shoot, everybody played bad. The punter even played bad. My man Campbell was getting mossed, getting randied on. So it was a learning game for me, man. I think that a lot of people have to grow up. A lot of people have to grow up for sure. But one big thing that I took from the game was that Coach Monken, man, he's dialing up stuff to get guys open. We're just missing. We're missing a lot of opportunities, and a lot of opportunities you can't miss. 8 minutes left to go in the game. I think DeJuan misses D-Rob. It looked catchable to me. Maybe could have dove, but that's just things that you can't do. Those are big opportunities. Even after that, the next drive, we miss a pick six, down 14. So that's a tie game if those two, you know what I'm saying? So just missed opportunities. You just never realize how close one play is from being the play. You know what I'm saying? So it's just as a fan, it's frustrating. I was on CBS News the other day, bro, after the game, post game, and I looked like a little sad bulldog, boy. I look sad. I had people blowing my phone up like,
you did not pout on CBS.
Man,
Come on, dog.
Boy, I was pouting, boy.
I ain't gonna lie, I was too.
Verron, what were your thoughts on it, man?
All right, hold on.
Here we go.
I think that's the helmet he wore in the Tennessee game there.
Don't hurt nobody.
Oh my goodness, what's going on here? I can't hear. We can't hear you, dude. We can't hear anything.
We can't hear.
We can't hear you. You've muted yourself. Okay, hold on. Let me unmute you. There you go. Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. I was mad, man. Let me just tell you, man. You hit it on the head. We were close all damn day. But close don't get that don't get you no. It seems like we was like just barely missing the whole day. We came out the gates. Same way we did in Alabama. Had me geeked, man. Had me geeked up, man. But then it let me down. You let me down. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was talking smack and everything. But here's the thing that I took out of the game. In all seriousness, here's the thing that I took out of the game. Our defense is still stellar to me. Our defense plays lights out, right? Because you look at both games that we were behind, that we lost, the two big ones, Alabama and Florida. Both games we had a chance. At halftime, we are tied, and we left money on the field. We left money on the field both games. So you come back out. That first opening drive has to be a statement drive or a statement stop. That's where, like, regardless, because it's a 0-0 game, that's where you make the most impact right here. And both times we let up. We let them get us instead of we getting them. And I think that's where the game was lost right there. It deflated.
I mean, absolutely. And, you know, one thing you got to say, you know, pointing at the defense, obviously the defense gave up way too many points in terms of overall. But when you look at it, 38 points at halftime that we in the Florida game. And truthfully, the defense played pretty well in that second half, especially after Lewis Cine knocked Kyle Pitts for I mean, let me tell you something. Obviously, that's not in the rules today, targeting. But let me tell you something. The man was going to strike him in the chest. That's where he was going. He was going to put a shoulder in his chest, and Pitts lowered his head down. And I don't know whose teeth they were, but you could literally see teeth on the field there. I don't know if they were Kyle teeth or Lewis teeth.
Man. Back, like, hey, T, I know you can attest to that. That, you know, I have the utmost respect for the rule change. But
me too.
in certain situations, football is football still at the end of the day, man. And
100%.
honestly, what do you want the man to do? He tried. You are moving. You have a split second. You know, I'm an offensive guy. T's an offensive guy.
Right.
And the game is catered to the offensive side. Yes, I get that.
100%.
But I still like seeing football. You hear me? Football. My man Jermaine Phillips in that game in 2000, or it might have been 99, TK. Let me tell you this. Jermaine came in. Did you know Jermaine came in as a wide receiver?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Okay. We're going to have to roll the tape. Quincy Carter throws the interception. Sorry, QC. Threw interception, right? And I don't know what safety thought that he was Hollywood Kogan, but Jermaine met him. Boy,
Jermaine became a safety.
They called the ambulance and the stretcher to get him off the field in that same game in Jacksonville. So there's a lot of stuff happened. You got to understand the magnitude of that call too, right? At that crucial time.
Well, I agree. I agree. In all fairness, Lewis hit the guy so hard. Lewis didn't know where he was.
Yeah, he was out of it. And you got to take into account of who it was. I mean, it was their guy. So
yes,
that flag coming out.
Yes,
it's coming out. Yeah.
But
so
let's say this: once Kyle Pitts was out of that game for Florida, it was even. I'm telling you, like. Oh
yeah, it was a different ball game for sure.
It was a different game at that point, and we didn't take advantage.
Tell me this. Tell me what y'all think about this. Zeus touched the ball 7 times.
Yeah.
Can't happen.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Me. I like throwing the ball.
Cannot happen.
Obviously, but that can't happen, bro.
Cannot happen.
Not after you stick it in his belly and he goes 76 on 75.
So
to your
point.
You got to touch that thing.
To your point, Justice told me that formation that we came out in, the 2 running backs, double tight, whatever. We've been in that multiple times throughout the year. I have not seen both of them in the backfield, 2 backs like that we could go either way. And there's numerous plays that can be ran because it's just an overload. Which side you want, which poison. You could even go up the middle. You thought I was going outside on this side. Nope, the middle, the smash, the wham play right there. It's so much variations from that formation that you don't have to change. I stay in that and then spread them out and throw the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you don't have to get out of that formation. You make them tap out.
Absolutely.
And we never went back to it.
That's the crazy thing. Like 7 times, I can't give us 7 times.
Yeah,
Not 7.
definitely not the balance. Maybe you want to see. In fairness, maybe as a play caller, when you see that number down, 38-21, maybe you're thinking, okay, gotta get some more chunk plays here to.
Chunk plays. He went 71 yards.
Oh, I know.
That's a big chunk.
That's a big chunk. That was the biggest, and given the fact of how TK was saying that our that the passing game for Georgia, hasn't been clicking. Maybe the running games where the chunk plays are going to come. But hey, we're going to get to the quarterback play here in just a minute. But real quick, I'm going to talk about the charity and the company that Verron and TK are. I'm going to block you out there for a second, TK, with Vanquish Elite. Vanquish Elite is Verron's charity that he's involved with down in Atlanta, based out of Atlanta. They help kids who otherwise wouldn't be able to have the opportunity to go to college and things like that, being able to go to school. Verron, just touch on that for just a second for us.
So, yeah, you hit it on the head. And TK was one of my near and dear friends that came out and raise money for the occasions and for the kids to profit and go to school and get their education paid for. We had it, 2 years ago, TK? Due to COVID last year, we had to reschedule. So, yeah, man, it's a nonprofit organization. What we do, we like to get out in the community and each one teach one, right? And we give back to those less endowed families that can afford the scholarships and the hope, whether it be because of financial or just the lack of knowing, right? And we just like to send everybody to school to let them get an education, man. It's about each one teach one.
Absolutely. And you can call that out, vanquishelite.com. Spelled just like it was on the screen right here, as you can see, vanquishelite, all one word.com. You can find out more information on that. And then also TK has his company, Rowdy Wellness. They focus on alternative medicines, guys, things like CBD oil, things like that can really help not only with helping people feel better, but also focus a lot on combating opioid addiction and things like that. TK, if you want to touch on Rowdy Wellness here for just a second, that'd be great.
Yeah, man, we started our company in 2018. My wife and I, obviously, y'all know we play a sport with 100% injury rate in the training room. Obviously, you're given prescription meds that, I've seen, and I'm sure V's seen teammates get addicted to. So I wanted to, give my teammates and friends and, everybody an opportunity to have a choice of having an alternative medicine. And we're doing some amazing work. I work with the Shepherd Center. We do some really great things with them. Got some Paralympians that, call our stuff magic. We work with a school of Reed Cliff, which is a school, it was an autism school in Stone Mountain. So we do some really awesome stuff, man. Trying to do some stuff with UGA as well.